to part 3 of the Demon's Pit. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming FPW show. It's taking place on the 22nd of July at Wallington Hall in Wallington, obviously, and that's in Surrey. Tickets are available from www.futureprowrestling.com. Hopefully I've got all the web addresses right this time, because last time I made a right hash of it. Right, we've got 5 matches announced so far, and I think there'll be more on the card, but the 5 matches we know about, we're going to have a quick chat about. We're back to Havoc and Dar. Mr. Dar making the trip down from Scotland. We had hoped to get him on today's show, actually. We're doing an interview with Jimmy in a second, for the second show, yeah, but this time he's having a more respectful interviewer. But we hadn't got the facility to get the subtitles set up yet for Noam Dar, so we're having to wait till the next episode before we film this.
Is that a dig at his Scottish accent?
No, it's just the fact that I don't think anyone can actually understand what he says, regardless of the accent. So, Jimmy and Noam, what do you think this one will be?
I know what this one's going to be. It's going to be Jimmy Havoc, the pseudo wrestler, being absolutely obliterated by the legend in the making, Noam Dar.
Noam Dar has got some nice t-shirts available at the moment. I've just got to say, the Yodar shirts are really cool.
Yeah.
But don't buy them, because we don't want to get them.
I wanted to buy one of those last night, but I only had £10 in my wallet. I will buy one at the next event.
Okay.
You heard that from me, Mr. Dar. I will buy one at the next event.
Jimmy and I think that Jimmy's going to put on a hell of a show. He's quite clearly improving match by match by match. And I think that he might surprise Noam. I think you might find that he causes an upset. I think we could see the start of a roll. I mean, I know he had 2 matches over the weekend and lost both. He lost both matches over the weekend, but I think this could be the turning point. This could be the turning point, a career-changing thing. This stepping away from the hardcore matches could be a career-changing point.
Stepping away from the hardcore matches is a career turning point, but he's against Noam Dar. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Okay,
it's going to be fantastic. He's going to obliterate him. I love Noam Dar. He's awesome.
We've kind of got that gist now. You like the next guys as well, because London Riot's back on.
Brilliant.
Against the Bangor Knights. Now you're probably a bit confused now. When they're in FPW, the Bangor Knights have, they started off kind of like playing the dirty role and what have you, but they've kind of moved over. They've kind of realised that this is a family friendly federation,
and bowed to the pressure of the kids in the audience. Some people, no matter how strong and ruthless they may be, they hear a kid squawking at them, and suddenly, I can do no wrong.
You like RJ? You quite clearly said you like him.
Yeah, I know, but I'd lose respect for him when he behaves like this, because I've seen him very, very strong, ruthless, and he is a kid and just becomes a weakling.
Well, they're kind of on a bit of a roll. Last time up, they had an impressive win in the FPW match, and so the Riots came in at the end of the match and laid down this challenge. Now, London Riots, I'm not taking away from them. I wouldn't want to see anyone get in the ring with them because they're brutal. As their name would suggest. But the Bangor Knights, like I said, they're full of heart. Daryl, whether you like him or not like him, he gets in there and gives 100%. I was going to say 110%, but I hate that. Ridiculous. He gives his all. Regardless of what he's got. And RJ is a very, very clever wrestler.
He is.
Now,
I don't dislike Daryl Allen. I'm utterly indifferent to him. RJ Singh, very clever, but I think it's going to be a handicap match, really. RJ Singh against the London Riots, and good luck, RJ, because seriously, they are titans.
Okay. Your new mate, your best buddy that you sucked up to in the thing we filmed earlier.
Sucked up to.
Mr.
I
Striker.
treated him with respect.
Mr. Striker. He's up again against Rob Cage. Now, I'm not sure what the stipulations are for this match yet. They've been asking for... The last one was a no DQ match, and he, used that to his fullest advantage. I can't say that he cheated because it was a no DQ match. But he didn't, follow the rules of fair play in my book.
It's no DQ.
Okay. Rob Cage wanting to get his own back. He's, we spoke to him yesterday. He was up watching the Progress event, and he really seems keen to get his hands on Mr. Striker. What are you got to say?
Was he there?
Yeah, we spoke to him.
Did we speak to him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I was talking to Terry Striker for a fairly large portion of it. I'm looking forward to it.
This could be because no one else wanted to talk to you.
Well, we both found ourselves maybe a little bit left out of things. Fair enough, and so when we know one another now, and there's a mutual respect between us. So we were discussing his future and.
Rob Cage, though, he's bigger than Terry. He's stronger than Terry. He's maybe not as quick as Terry. But I think, having been in the ring there with him now, he's going to have enough knowledge to get the better of Terry.
Well, from my chat with Terry, he wants to win at all costs, and he's willing to do anything. I'm happy to report.
He's certainly out there getting the training at the moment. He's out there getting it from every port and call.
Yeah,
anyone that's any big name that's available for training sessions, he's there.
Yeah.
So we can't take that away from him. He's dedicated. That
Don't
goes
take
without
anything
saying.
away from him. He's another legend in the making.
Does that mean basically legend in the making? The definition, if you looked up in the dictionary, would be someone who cheats. Is that what your definition of legend in the making?
I don't think legend in the making's in the dictionary.
No, that's 3 words. Okay, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know what you're saying at all. I rarely do know what you're saying.
Right, quickly moving on then. Bagheera. Well, you probably got no opinion on this one. Bagheera, little jungle boy, against the high-flying Paul Robinson. From Lucha Libre as Leon Britannica, and obviously an IPW as well. This will be all over the shop.
Yeah.
This one is going to be, literally very little of it will take part on the floor. I would say it'd be, most of it be in the air. Lots of coming off the rings, lots of bouncing around. You've got a couple of rubber balls in the ring. This one will be a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very impressive high flyers, the pair of them, aren't they?
Yeah. So I mean,
The kids will love it.
the kids will love it. So as I said, if you want to see, we're going to talk about the last match in a second, but if you want to see the best in family-friendly wrestling entertainment, you cannot do better than FPW. I cannot stress that enough. Their shows are great. Like I said, I went along to their anniversary show, as I mentioned before, and my kids are still talking about the show now, which is like 2 months down the line. So really, if you have kids, get them to this show.
Just get your vaccinations done beforehand. That many kids in one room. Oh, can you imagine? The worst disease carriers than pigeons, do you know that?
That is low.
It's the truth. Every time I spend any time around a kid, I end up throwing up. Ooh.
Last
Carry on.
match. Yeah, I will when I've just
Professionalism.
Greg Burridge and the Warden. As I said, I love Greg Burridge.
And I
He's
love
so
the
much
Warden.
fun, and you love the Warden. The hairless. Well, I'm sure some are grown back now, but the hairless Warden after the last time they met.
Yeah.
Hair versus Dice, and the Dice won
Mm.
out. The last time it was a 3 competition match. We had an arm wrestle, we had we had an in-ring game, and we had lots of fun and games, as Greg would put it. And he did, he came away with 2 out of the 3 bits, and the Warden lost his hair. Don't know what match we're getting this time. I'm guessing it will be quite brutal.
I hope
Because
so.
I'm thinking the Warden will come back with a lot to
With
say.
revenge on his mind.
Absolutely. But I still think Burridge will do it. I still, Burridge, I mean, you saw him yesterday
Yeah.
at Progress, and the guy is, for a guy who's not massive, he's still immense. He's an incredible physical specimen.
Very thick.
He's
I mean, thick, thick
right.
across the...
And he knows wrestling. He's been in the game a long time, and he knows every in and out and every not trick in the book. I'm not going to use that because it's he's still not fair play. He's sort of he's a bit of flexibility when it comes sometimes, but he's always on the side of entertainment.
Yeah.
and
picking kids up to get the easy reaction from the crowd.
it wasn't
Look at
kids.
me.
It wasn't kids yesterday.
Oh, the
and people still loved
14-year-old. The 14-year-old. He picked up the 14-year-old.
He did pick up the 14-year-old and parade him around the ring. He picked up my son at the last FPW show
Yeah,
and paraded him around the ring.
One trick pony. Easy pop from the crowd. Look at me, I love kids. Oh, we all love you then.
So you think the Warden's going to get his own back?
I think the Warden's going to come in looking for revenge and will smack Burridge about. I can't
But
wait
with the
to
cuffs,
see
no
it.
doubt.
I hope so.
Really?
Yeah, I hope so.
You don't see that as wrong?
No. No, Burridge brings his dice.
Yeah,
every,
dice.
to every match.
Fluffy dice.
Well, it's not
Good
what it's
thing.
made out of, it's how you use it.
So, right, there you have it. 5 really good matches on the card. I'm
Yeah.
sure if it's going to be 6 or 7, I don't know. There'll be other stuff there. The guys at FPW, as I said, put on a great event.
The Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Steve, Lee and Matt put on a great event. And,
Skinnier and...
whoa. Are you going to let me finish this bit?
Carry on, please do.
The 3 guys at FPW put on a great event. So you really do need to get along to www.futureprowrestling.com.